Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. I hope you're doing good. Now, May. I keep wanting to say March, although time truly doesn't make a difference anymore. Because it's all about frequency here, frequency alignment, frequency in general. Because if you take time out of it and space, it's all about the consciousness you embody and that you're aligning with, and that's what you are projecting out. And the more conscious you become of what are you actually holding inside your heart, inside your mind, inside your blueprint, the more consciously you can co-create with God, or rather fully surrender to your own higher God self for the Holy Spirit to take over your vessel and lead you all the way home. And it only truly fully happens through full surrender of the false ego self that isn't even real. So all the grief, the shame, the guilt, the blame, the frustration, the anger, the fear, it's not your true self. But you have to feel it, know it for what it is, see it for what it is, hold the highest compassion, and then let it all the way the fuck go. Because only your God self is going to get you fully ascended, and we're not talking about 5D realities here. That's not ascension. Okay? These are fallen, false ascension realities, perceptions, concepts that truly I do not resonate with, and that are part of the separation of the one consciousness projecting itself out. So again, false light is beyond you trying to point us on any kind of one person group, anything. It's the issue is our own false self resonating with false information, false truths. And the false light is going to project this back at you until you have fully aligned yourself with the only one truth there is. There are no more opinions or belief systems. There's just truth to be known and expanded upon, which is only to be known within a God self. So you need to fully surrender your false ego self. There's no other way around this. 555. Now, we spoke about all of this a lot more in yesterday's, today's group membership container number 31. It's available. You can access it in the description box underneath. If you click to expand the text and see the link to my Ko-fi page. Again, Ko-fi is the same as Patreon. I prefer it. And it's very reasonably priced. It was a special call, truly coded with all kinds of codes, like the 1213, divine masculine, like divine feminine, divine masculine feminine number. Doesn't do the same thing. The new androgynous blueprint, where you know yourself as one with all, and there's no more separation felt between the genders, which relinquishes and ends all freaking wars. Hallelujah. I was actually yesterday, I was literally feeling in the field. Hallelujah. And there was still a lot clearing out, and there is still a lot clearing out in the field right now. Again, a lot more. I went into detail in an almost was over 4.5 hours call, recorded time. Part of my membership container, which I've now officially closed, and there are big shifts and changes happening, or rather, well, it depends on how you see it. Restructuring, doing it more cleverly, so to say. Okay. The big message has been to give less to receive more for those overgivers, and I'm definitely an example of that. And because also the field needed it, not just because I'm like, oh, I need to overgive because people to like me. I mean, I have not been running that show. But you know what I mean? Like, I knew what was needed in the field, and I know ultimately, even if the backlash, the pushback, the shit being thrown at me for doing what I'm doing with these cosmic updates has been greater than the support I was given in return, and this has sucked so much. I knew that ultimately it was exactly what was needed in the field beyond what my little ego wants, whether it's money, success, people liking me, supporting me, or hating on me. And that's where you need to be at, okay? True, full, total, absolute surrender to the God source consciousness, your God self through the heart. There is no manual to this. It needs to come from the heart, a pure heart's intention, like a child would do. I can try and remind you of what that feels like, guide you back home, what true real ascension is really about. but you need to really ultimately experience it, feel it. And there's not just one path leading you home. Everything is this, the same as I don't have all the answers for you. It's like everything you have collected along the way. But I know, like, at kind of your last jump station, you might need me to help you along the way, to lead you all the way home across the rainbow bridge, back to heaven on earth, because this is why I came here for, and this is what we all came here for. We are right now here to be the guiding lights for humanity, to lead them all the way home. And again, I shared a lot more navigational tips, instruction sets, what this means, what I'm seeing coming, what I've seen happening. I mentioned a couple of things here now, but again, I'm not going to keep these kind of free updates very long anymore. If you want to dive deeper, again, this call was very reasonably priced at $12.13. We started at 22.22, which is a divine source love number for me. And I had set it to end at 144, but obviously that didn't happen. Anyway, we just play with these numbers, okay? It's all a play. So anyway, loads of high frequencies coming in, and whenever we hold these calls, even if you take part in the replay kind of only, or whatever, they're timeless. You tap into that quantum field. There is no time. That's the whole thing. It's your separated ego mind trying to put things into boxes, trying to understand what's happening here, what has happened. And time ultimately are just different frequency bandwidths, the same as you see dimensions or different versions of Earth. They existed at different times, but they have already happened, and we have fully corrected them in no time whatsoever in the quantum field. We might dig deeper into what that means, quantum instead of linear, in one of the next calls. I see the next call happening if we still need to hang around, because basically what I've been seeing happening is that, yeah, I mean, in a way, sadly, we didn't jump as far as I would have liked us to. Nonetheless, we are. What I could see happening yesterday, what I was part of, is basically, I mean, the false matrix is done. The new divine organic creatrix field is here. But again, what each one is accessing now, especially now, will be very much down to their own frequency resonance, what you are embodying. And this will differ a lot right now. So again, people like me can just help you to truly align you with what is really important here. And you need to be able to discern the difference between false light teachers, leaders, way showers, and those who are truly real and who come from a pure heart's intention and support with your energy, life force, time, money. It's all the same. The real truth, and no longer feed the false. Because otherwise people like me will be constantly drained and are carrying so much for everyone. And this is where this is truly done. So I'm done. This is done. Contracts are done. They have either been fulfilled, cancelled, declared null and void, depending on which one, like the Paladorian contract, agreements, the Emerald Order mission promise, fulfilled, fully playing out in the field. Esa, Kenasine Shakarata. All souls returned to their original source, single soul occupancy, this full eviction, removal of those not in alignment with the new earth realities, completing now. And again, each one needs to complete this for themselves also in their own field. That's the only way you can fully align with this. It's not being done for you. It's not being served on a silver platter. I mean, it's like, I can talk here all day long. If you don't integrate what I'm talking about, you could sit there all day long and say, oh, it's not happening yet. I'm still doing this. Still, this shit is happening. It's like, okay, are you just sitting there being a spectator and waiting for it to just happen for you? Or are you an active, co-creative participant making a real action happen? And you want to look really deep to see which end of the spectrum you are on. So those of us who have been given a lot, overgiving, and it's literally like this, it's just like giving, and you're actually not having any space to receive because you've just been showering everyone with all of your life force, all of your wisdom, all of your energy, all of your sacredness, and they haven't even returned it with kindness. Again, I don't mean those who really support me, okay? But there are a lot of people, believe me, that are watching me like a moth to a flame, that can't fucking help themselves, hate upon me, jealous, whatever, okay? And still keep tuning in. It's not going to help you now. And again, there are different variations, because this is how black magic starts. The evil eye, wishing ill upon others, like being jealous, being envious, okay, and it creeps in and it turns into something else. So you need to nip it in the bud or go right back to the beginning, to the root of where all of this has happened, which is the split between the families, the tribes, the divine counterparts, where envy, jealousy, competition crept in, which is a distortion of our true divine nature. Our true divine nature, you know, you are your own unique expression of God's source consciousness. There's no one to replace you here. There's no one in fucking competition. If you're trying to emulate anyone else, copy them, okay, take their content and pass it off as your own, you are digressing your own blueprint, which is what has happened on en masse with the fallen angelic. So anyway, I went into more of what I'm going to mention now in the group call. If you want to access this, the details are below, which is, so I was shown between the 30th, 31st, the fallen angelic blueprint has been fully reset, re-encrypted. Okay, so all fallen templates, blueprints, we've already been through the masculine, feminine, the fallen. Again, these are all just different kind of versions, ways of us even talking about this. It's way beyond words and compartmentalization and whether you think I get this right or wrong. So the fallen angelic reptilian blueprints very much connected to the reversed violet ray, 8D monadic mind distortions or digressions. So the monadic structure being fully healed and reset, very much affecting the masculine, also connected to the gold ray, the seraphim, our angelic human blueprint, and future timelines where, you know, again, bad things have happened. And again, we do not need to know, we do not need to play out. I think we need to play out some transhumanistic agendas. They have already happened in the future. We've already collapsed all of these realities. So this is the reptilian skins, reptilian blueprints, reversals, violet ray reversals, reversals between the masculine and feminine have been fully corrected. This is just playing out, rolling out into the field. Again, when I speak about this, this is what's activating, anchoring in the field. We're here to stabilize this, anchor it further until it's fully done. And you cannot see any more reversed realities ultimately, which should be pretty soon. But again, taking a little bit longer than I would like it to, because the false ego self is clinging on to pure survival, okay? Which is the false self, which is not your real true self, which is the one, again, do not underestimate your shadow, your pain body, clinging onto the identity of the false ego self, because once the false ego self is gone, it doesn't exist anymore, it's dead. So you letting go of all of these illusions, fears, doubts, worries, insecurities is you losing your identity. And you're like, well, there's nothing left. Especially the masculine finds this difficult. Okay, you need to merge with the oneness. That's the only way you know real truth, how your real true new identity, higher God self is fully emerging now. And you're still shifting a little bit forth and back depending on where you are at. But again, this is not about time, this is about frequency alignment. And it can seem like something takes forever for you to truly get. The things that you find really, really hard to get, attain, is what you're here to bring back to humanity. Okay, for me, it was confidence, empowerment, mainly. And I know this is like exactly what I'm here to bring back and help people remember what that looks like. Because you need to remember yourself as a true divine co-creator at one with source to truly flip this all around. This is not being delivered to you. So this is not for the people who are waiting there, watching, being the spectators and are not being active change maker agents. Okay? This is for Team Godhead, God's boots on the ground, that makes the magical shit happen. Because we are here to return the magic, the wonder, the seemingly impossible, to make real reality. That's what real true reality is really based upon, not this fake fuckery, which is like 3% at best of what real reality should look like. Now, for this weekend, again, I shared more on the call, I'm going to end it here. For this weekend, truly, the new divine organic creatrix field is here. The old is fully fading away. You need to let it all the way the fuck go, but you need to make it, you need to fully align it. This is where everything fully fucking aligns. Highest quantum possibilities. Okay? But again, each one of us keeps making this happen, keeps being part of how quickly, how gracefully, how easily all of this unfolds. It's not just me speaking about it. Okay? When you are fully, truly surrendered to your God self, believe me, you will be kept very busy. It's not you not doing nothing. I could constantly just, put content out there. But, there is a lot of energy, stuff that happens in the background for me to even be able to deliver what I'm delivering. And in the future, and I touch on this again in the call, and I will do a separate video on this, the way I'm structuring my groups. Whilst we're still playing with this fake technology and reality until it's fully dissolved, I will be restructuring this and basically giving a little bit less, although it's not really, because I've been way over giving all along, and taking a little bit more. And I can only suggest those that have been taking also to give more and take less. Generally, I mean, it's really the case, because the givers need to stop over giving, because the takers will never stop taking unless we stop this. And I've been trying to fine-tune this for a while, but again, because so few people are truly aligned with real truth, with the real true light, the God self, some of us had to, give 300% to make up for those who've been caught in illusions, their false ego self, their pride. And I don't mean those, people out there. I mean the community, I mean the tribes, I mean the families that should be sticking together and that have been divided and conquered. And if you can't see it right now, you will be shown. And it's up to you to align yourself with the highest quantum trajectories, possibilities, realities outside of time. Just takes one moment in no time, one decision. There's this quote I used to really like, and I have it somewhere, I think in one of my photos on Facebook. It's like this, this one moment where you make that decision, you make that call, you make that shift, you take that step. That's where everything changes forever, because it's us all together as one. Nobody knows whose one final step push through is going to make this all fully real, because it's already flipped. Okay, the opposition, this is already game over. You just need to keep holding the vision and the frequency, and this is what we will hold forever, for real, for good. Yeah, this is not, you do it once and then it's not there, oh, it's not happening. Oh my God, it's so happening outside of time. You need to align with that frequency of your God self, fully surrendered. And that's when you know true confidence, and it's you being the happy fool. You ultimately don't know what the fuck is going to happen next, and you're going to be happy for it. Because you have full trust, surrender, dedication, faith, and God's divine plan unfolding, but we are the ones who also make it happen. It's the both ends. You're not in control here, but again, we are making God's dreams real. God performs the miracles through us, the healing of all. Everything we've been sharing in the group calls and these cosmic updates, truly. Anyway, I know I do not need to convince anyone anymore. This is me claiming my early retirement in a way, as well as I will always keep doing this as, in some way, shape, or form. But this is going to become very multidimensional now. So connect to nature, tap into these multidimensional realities, very malleable, available now, play with them, touching, feeling, sensing, dreaming them into existence. I was shown after I just let the rest of all of this shit go, and it's still dissolving in the field. All of the new earth realities were coming alive, the memories within me, and how reality truly is. And it's just like, it's clarity. It's like, yes, this is real. This is true. Everything else was a fucked up dream. And we've been imagining all of this. Keep remembering. Truly. This is us all awakening from the dream. We're making this gentle and easy for all as best we can. There's only one of us here, truly. Okay? So you just need to walk through the last fears head on. That's how you get out through the portal and fully arrive home, where new earth is arising from inside of you, beneath, around you, everywhere. Okay? It's memories coming online, our DNA. It's the film structure, our realities, the Big Bang, Well, it could have been bigger, wasn't 1.18 X flare. There are more to come. Again, we're not waiting for anything outside of us to happen. We make it happen as we keep just opening up to the God self, the real truth, allowing the Holy Spirit to take over. It's a state of non-resistance. It's a state of pure knowingness, of real truth. It's what heals your body, heart, mind, and soul. It's pure surrender. There's nothing to hold on to, nothing to resist, nothing to fight, as well as in every now moment, a different aspect of your multidimensional self steps forth. And yeah, sometimes we do need to fight for the real truth, what is really truly sacred here. And sometimes you might just turn around, say nothing, and just walk away. Again, it's situational, and there's no guidebook. We don't need a new Bible, okay? This is you fully aligned with the true knowingness at one with the Godhead. You seeing yourself through the eyes and heart of God is you shining like the diamond suns that we all came here to be, to remember ourselves by, the starborn reborn, okay? Fully rising. You just need to be aligned with pure crystalline God source consciousnness. It's very simple, but not that easy. Again, I shared so much in all of the previous videos. If you want to tap into the calls, visit my Ko-fi webpage, start with this last one. It's a great introduction, and I'm gonna do another video of him, let's see what happens. Anything is truly possible now. But I keep you updated now. We continue. Any longer updates will be part of a kind of monthly membership, but priced very, very, very reasonably, where everybody can afford it if they're truly willing to support me back also. Okay? A nice medium. And if we do it cleverly, again, we've already given so much, it's just adjusting, just over-giving a little bit, doing a little bit less of that in order to be able to energetically receive. Okay? Balance out the scales. And again, we all need to be part of this. Okay. All right. So much love, so many blessings. I think that's it. I have so many more notes, but again, it's all in the field within that call. Oh yeah, one more thing. So what I saw yesterday, or rather the night before happening, 30th to the 31st. It's like you're in a Matrix movie and you see this kind of ones and zero computer language. You kind of see the field, you see kind of what reality is made of, but it's like just computer language. And this kind of green screen of the ones and zeros being flooded by plasma waves, by the auroras, re-encrypting the whole field, like ones to nines, so 1, 2, 3 to 9, including 0, but fully purging. And it was beyond that. It was like all these light codes flooding in and clearing this whole false, limited, very limited version of reality computer language. And the new, again, this is like the new divine organic creatrix field again. The old is no more. It's just fully like dissolving as the new is taking over, and it's like this whole system coming online, like ding, 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 like until full and final ignition, okay? The ultimate frequency built up, frequency accretion, fully popping our plasma light body fully into realization. And again, until then, you just keep being busy, just keep creating, okay? Don't wait for nothing, okay? Because that's how you hold things up in the field as well. Just let all the way go, all attachments. Celebration is the frequency that gets us all the way home, and truly it exists inside of you. So that was the false matrix fully being purged at program level, and I could see, feel, taste that change in the field today. A lot of excitement, celebratory frequencies, as well as resistance in the field as that fully clears. All the fuckery, okay, and interferences and so forth, but you need to make it happen for your own field. Again, I shared more on the card. So, and then the other thing I was also seeing is literally just dissolving all of these false realities, realms, okay, as sine waves, just all these sine waves fully collapsing in the field. Now, this is where true magic is happening. But you need to believe in it, bring it back, return it through you, believing in it. This is how you see it. All right. And we came here to return that. Through us believing in our magical self. It's you returning your inner fairy self, your inner mermaid. We were talking about this as well. And I could so feel it like today, yesterday. Again, all of these memories of true, real, organic reality fully coming online, our true cosmic history records. And it's us who came to return the truth, the true cosmic history records, and we need the divine masculine to support the divine feminine, the wisdom, the vision on how to fully implement this, put it into action, him supporting her in true divine, protective, sealing the field, healing the container, the morphogenetic field, the divine counterparts coming together into divine love, the original tribes. Again, it's us ultimately all as one humanity, one cosmic race coming back together, back to the oneness, our true state of beingness, as all of these illusions of separation have been fully dissolved from within the one consciousness, and this is fully playing out now, known as the one, the grand great awakening and reveal. And it's online, if you haven't noticed yet. So keep flowing, stop resisting. That's how we get there more quickly, more easily. Grace is the state that gets you there. So no matter what happens, just see through the illusions. Hold it in a still point. Don't allow it to trigger you anymore. You just see it for the unreal, for the illusion that it is. It's a holographic projection. Everything is. And now we make it real. Not this fake fuckery. Okay, I see you there. So much love, so many blessings. Thank you. And bye, 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 bye.